But then some other women will tell you that they've done this thing you are saying. And it didn't work. The man will look at them and say, I bring this to the house, I did this to the house, so I should want to take out. That's why when you two are in the marriage, they cannot be bringing everything to you. Me, for one, I tell women this. How will you be living in the house and you're not paying rent? For me, it does not make sense. See, I'm living in this house. We are sharing the rent. On my birthday, fly me to Dubai, fly me to Barcelona for my birthday. That's beautiful. Buy me a Fendi bag, buy me a Christian whatever. Beautiful. But that I'll be living in that house and not pay rent, it is not possible. So that one wants to fight. You carry chair, carry television, you carry the roof, I carry the floor. We'll share everything. You can't tell me get out of my house.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Uche. I know you saw that video, but I'm going to play it again just in case you didn't really get it. I know you'll be like thrown aback. You clicked on my video and you're seeing somebody else's face. But yeah, I'm going to play it. It's just 3 minutes, not the whole video, just the point I want us to have. Let's just watch it and I will be right back.
Man will look at them and say, I bring this to the house, I did this to the house, so I should want to take out the school. That's why when you two are in the marriage, they cannot be bringing everything to you. Me, for one, I tell women this. How will you be living in the house and you're not paying rent? For me, it does not make sense. See, I'm living in this house. We are sharing the rent. On my birthday, fly me to Dubai, fly me to Barcelona for my birthday. That's beautiful. Buy me a Fendi bag, buy me a Christian whatever. Beautiful. But that I'll be living in that house and not pay rent, it is not possible. So that one wants to fight. You carry chair, carry television, you carry the roof, I'll carry the floor. We'll share everything. You can't tell me get out of my house.
So is her name Keki Abi Kiki. Okay, she was basically saying about there's no way she's gonna live in her husband's house and not contribute. So if there's any problem, you people are co-tenants and all that. But the thing is that most of the time when people say something, some people, they make sense, like real sense, but maybe the way they say it, or the way they said it, people didn't really perceive it the way it should. There was a time I remember some years ago, Mama Funka Dejumo made a statement. The same thing, she was saying that if the totality of your life or your financial life or something like that depends 100% on your husband, that you're a conocide disgrace, something like that. People picked on her and they talked and all that. But most of the time, there are ways, personally, I see life. I try to pick, unless that thing is completely useless, I try to pick something, from something that somebody says. I will tell you that that woman, most of her teachings has blessed my life, including this particular one. So yeah, this is me trying to make a point. You see, last week, one of the things that even made me make up my mind, because when I saw this video, I said I was going to make a video concerning this, from one thing to another. In fact, that's a story for another day. So, but last Saturday, I went to a friend's house to get something, and I met another woman there. So this is somebody I knew. Like the other woman that I saw there, I've always known her, but it's been a while I saw her. I was like, where have you been? She said she's been around this walk, that she started walking. So the three of us used to be stay-at-home moms, and now 3 of us have started working. So we got to a discussion, because for some time now I've been at home on a short break. So I was telling them I just took a short break, I wanted to rest and all that. They said, Shebi, you wanted to work. I said the same thing that my husband was telling me when I was looking for a job and it wasn't coming through. I was like, what's keeping this thing now? Because I was feeling useless. I'm not used to just staying at home. Do you understand? I was feeling like, how can I just stay at home? Because that time my third son was about, getting into school. I'll be like, so if he goes to school, what next? What will I be doing with my time and all that? That was the mentality I had then. So that was when I started looking for a job. And eventually, when I was complaining that I wasn't getting any job, my husband said, cool down. You see this work, you work until you're tired. You say you're tired. So that was what I was discussing with them. They were like, it's very important for a woman to work. So we were just talking based on our personal experiences. So that is basically what I want us to talk about. Like that Kiki said, it's very important to contribute at home. I know that it's not only financially. So this is me trying to tell you the importance of a woman to work. And let me just say this, that when I mean a woman should be a working mother or contribute at home, I'm not basically talking about that you must carry your bag and go to a 9-to-5 job. Do you understand? Some people make millions working from home. Do you understand? Some people make millions. Content creating alone is not easy. I remember when when I started my YouTube, the channel, people were like, you start making money, I want to start. I said, start. Because me, it's not me that will think it for you. Think the idea, getting a video idea. I'm not going to be the one to edit it for you. These are the things you do for yourself. It requires brain work. Do you understand? So, yeah. So I'm not talking about maybe if you're a working mom that you must go to a 9 to 5 job, but basically let there be something you are doing to be bringing something, to the table according to them. And it doesn't mean that if you're not working, before people will come and try to scatter me, but just hear me out first. Okay, one of the reasons I feel, I can never be insensitive, because I have been a stay-at-home mom, and taking care of children is a handful. Like is I can tell you now, is a lot of work. Okay, but you can't depend your totality of your life just raising children. I don't know how you see it, but this is from my personal point of view and from the discussion I've had with these women. One of the reasons a woman should work is to help out financially. Let there be something you contribute. There is this respect that you have for yourself. There's this, you tap yourself at the back sometimes. I am at the try. Do you understand? There is this thing. Is not pride, but there is the fact that you're able to sort out things, by yourself. There is this internal fulfillment. Yes, that's the word. There's this internal fulfillment that it gives. Let me tell you something. Before I started work, initially my husband didn't want me to work. I've said this several times. He didn't want me to work. But I told him I needed to work. And when I started working, I no regrets. It's just that sometimes we work long hours, but no regrets, because I have this inside satisfaction that there's something I'm solving. Apart from the fact that I'm taking care of the children, I'm still the one that will, take care of my home. But then there's this internal satisfaction that working as a working mother, there's this satisfaction that there's something that you have to keep in place. Sometimes we have an emergency. Maybe my son is not feeling too well, and I'll go to the hospital, and there's this medication that I need to give. Maybe he's on high fever or something like that, and there's this medication you need to, give the child before the husband comes. You have your ATM, hombre. You just go there, buy it. When your husband comes, you say, I bought this thing. There's this fulfillment that he gives. Because if you're not working, maybe the pocket money that your husband gives you, it might finish. And at that time, you need to wait. You have the tendency of going to borrow. And personally, I'm not the kind of person that likes borrowing from people. So that's one thing. It gives you that's emotional and internal satisfaction. Okay. Number two, if you're a working mom, that's why I said it doesn't necessarily depend on, it doesn't necessarily have to do with only finance. When you are working, I can tell you this for free. When you are working, your brain is working. Women, take this from me, anytime, any day. I know the difference. See, like when you start working and start making money, when I get more inspiration now is when I'm working. To be honest with you, when you start making money, somehow, I start getting that inspiration. Now you're working, you're making money, how to invest money, how to do all these things. But when you're not working, you feel somehow that you're handicapped. You can suggest, but you feel somehow you're handicapped. See, let me give you an example in the Bible. Do you know David? When they wanted to anoint him as a king, where was he? He was somewhere doing something. And that word came to him. I can go on and on. When you're busy doing something, your brain is working, and it helps you, erase stress. I remember when we were in Nigeria, there's this, my friend, I got married. I think she got married same year, but later. So she was finding it difficult to conceive. So at that time, she used to complain to me. I told her, don't you think that part of the thing that is making you, think about this pregnancy so much is because you're idle? Can you just get something doing? I told her as my friend. So that time, she was looking for a job, but the job wasn't fast coming. And that was that time, the inception of this internet and all that. So she enrolled herself. to start this computer, whatever. Do you know that she was doing that? That period that she was doing that, she'll move out of the house, go to that computer school and all that. There are a lot of things she's not thinking about. She's not thinking about home and all that. In less than 6 months, this woman conceived. Because when she's at home, she's all by herself. But when you're working, your brain is moving. When you're working, you're thinking. Even as a content creator, this time I became a content creator, I'm constantly thinking of content ideas. That is, your brain is working. And when you know that what you do is just maybe you're taking care of the house, you're looking for what to cook and how to take care of the ideas you get in is ideas of how to, keep home in order, which is also good. But there is more to life. I gave an example, when I told you people that I wanted to get a job. And there's a reason God created me as well, to discover myself. I'm meant to be a wife. I'm meant to be a mother. There is something else. God created me for my generation. Not only when somebody is fulfilled in life, your purpose in life is not basically just to be a mother and a wife. There is something God created you to fulfill in your generation. There is something you have to fill up. So I feel like that's very important. I also want to address the issue that there are people that they are not working. Doesn't mean that they don't have plans of working. There are situations you will see yourself, or the countries that you find yourself, that when your kids are very little, you don't have the opportunity of, leaving the house. That's a phase. I'm not talking to those kind of people. I'm talking about people that maybe their kids are no longer that toddlers, they are independent more or less, and you're still saying that you're taking, a time will come when and there won't be that strength anymore. So my point is this: when you're working as a woman, your brain is working. Even when I started teaching children in class, it's a task I took upon myself, and I keep having inspiration towards what to do to better my assignment as a teacher in the children's sphere. I don't know if you're getting me. Same way, if you depend on your life on maybe just being a housewife, maybe the inspiration you'll be getting will be just circled around being a mother and being a wife. But when you expand yourself towards working, and when you put yourself into it, you start having that inspiration. You start getting that inspiration towards that thing you're doing. I don't know if you're understanding what I'm saying. There was a time I saw this movie of a woman. She was working anyway. This person was working, and the husband asked her to stop, and she was insisting that she didn't want to stop. The husband went and told people that the wife works hard and all that. So when it became a problem, yes, and she now said that she just told the husband, leave me alone. It is this job that I'm doing that still kept me sane. So when you go to work, psychologically, you take, it's like you take your time off certain things that you're good. It's a therapy. Working as a mom is a therapy. I had a discussion with a lot of women. They are saying basically the same thing. Don't let anybody make you stay in your comfort zone. You need somebody that will push you to do something better with your life, except if circumstances at that point will not allow you. I want to add this small thing. When a woman, one of the reasons a woman has to work is just case of uncertainty. You cannot predict. You don't know tomorrow. Our future is in God's hands, but you don't know tomorrow. For example, if that man you're hoping on, that according to Mama Funke, the totality of your life depends on this man, assuming he loses his job, what will become of you? And it's not like you're sick. What will become of you? Or worst case scenario, the man dies. What will become of you? Assuming that maybe the man is not, the man lost his job, you can be managing with your own job. And you're not going to beg anybody. Nobody is coming to insult you. You're not going to depend on anybody. You can be managing, because women can save. Maybe from your saving self, you people will be managing. And until when the man will still stand up feet, and nobody will even know that there was something going on in your family. Do you understand? Or worst case scenario, even if the man dies and people wants to help you, let there be something you're doing. So that when people now help you, even maybe people will now be pitying you that something happened to your husband died. Maybe the money they gave you, put it in the business and you kick up. You don't allow people, as in you won't be on that pity state ever in your life. You always have that and a balanced life just in case of uncertainty tomorrow. Do you understand what I'm saying? Sometimes we need people to tell us the truth. Just leave your comfort zone and do it. And I feel like it's going to be beneficial to every woman that makes up her mind to get something. Even if your husband is making millions, be doing something. That thing you're doing will give you room for greater things. And again, besides, graces are different. Do you understand? Graces are different. Nobody knows from who God would bless the family. As our personality, as your husband's personality is different, your own personality is different. Nobody knows whose grace is going to bring abundance into the family. Let me use Mama Funka Dejume again, for example. The husband was a pastor. He had, I think, just started their branch in Akure. But I don't know if he was doing well or he was averagely doing well. But people didn't really know that at Dejuma outside that their environment. But as soon as the woman, Mama Funka Adejumo, discovered herself, it was her publicity that brought abundance, like brought light into their family. Assuming she had decided to just, stay or die under the shadow of the man, or just being a wife and a mother and just like that. That name wouldn't have been this household name everybody's hearing now. Even check out the children. She has 4 biological children. A lot of people don't know, apart from the fact that they know that she has 4 children. People don't really know her children per se. But one of her children that people seem to know is her second son. Why? Not because of the boy. It's because of the wife, the daughter-in-law, because she also tries to discover her purpose. So nobody knows, in fact, whose grace is going to bring abundance into the family. Do you understand? And if you check, a lot of women die in abusive relationship. Why? Because most of the time you ask them the reason they still stay in abusive relationship, if you ask them, if they will be sincere to you, they will tell you, if I leave, who will pay my house rent? If I leave, who will pay my children's school fees? They are just there just because they are handicapped financially. So this is not me trying to spite anybody. This is not me trying to talk down on anybody. Like I said, sometimes we need to hear the truth, no matter how much it is. Do you understand? Like I said, I've been a stay-at-home mom, and now I'm working. It's just me trying to, encourage women. Don't live a life of, you're pitying yourself. Stand up. There is something God put in you. Maybe it's you that God is even waiting for. The Bible said, I'm looking for that man that will stand in gap. Maybe you're that person. Maybe you have that personality. You're just covering. Maybe it's you that will even bring that glory and fame and prosperity to your family. And you're just, there. Rise up. Personally, there are some favors we receive from our family through my husband. And there are some graces and favors I receive through me. There are some things we want to do. My husband will tell me, go. You know how to tackle this one. And there are some, I will say, I beg, I don't have the time. It is, you know how to handle this. So we are different. Personalities are different. There is something God put in each and every one of us, So this is me trying to encourage the women. Shine. It's not only whose wife is this. Where is the wife of this person? Let people also ask, who is the husband of this person? Because of the glory that you carry. Women carry glory. The way they say women are multitaskers, that is the way our blessings are. So move out and make a change. This is what I want to share with us today. I hope you learned 1 or 2 things from this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you very, very soon in my next one. Bye.